there's a private horror that many men face in silence. It's not the fear of a monster under the bed, but the terror of an empty space beside you in it. It's the chilling, gut-wrenching fear of losing her. This fear can twist your thoughts, poison your actions, and turn a relationship that should be a source of strength into a constant state of anxiety and chaos. You find yourself walking on eggshells, compromising your own values, all to prevent an outcome that in the grand scheme of things you may not control. But what if you could love her truly and deeply without this corrosive fear? What if you could stand firm, centered, and whole, whether she stays or goes? The ancient Stoics, masters of the human soul, faced fear, chaos, and loss on a scale we can barely imagine. And they left us a roadmap. This isn't about becoming unfeeling. It's about becoming unbreakable. Today we confront the fear of losing a woman and learn how to be okay if the universe wills it to be so. The first Stoic truth you must grasp is the dichotomy of control, a core principle from Epictetus. He taught that some things are up to us and others are not. Your own actions, your character, your judgments, these are yours to command. But the feelings, decisions, and ultimate path of another person, they are not. She is not a possession. She is a separate soul with her own journey. You can be the best man you can be. You can be loving, supportive, and virtuous. But you cannot control whether she continues to love you, whether her path continues to align with yours. The fear you feel comes from trying to control the uncontrollable. Your anxiety is the friction between your desires and reality. To find peace, you must loosen your grip. Focus on your actions, your integrity. That is your domain. Her heart is hers. This leads us to the second truth, a powerful and sometimes harsh lesson from Seneca on the nature of what we are given. Seneca would advise us to view all the good things in our lives, including our relationships, as on loan from fortune. When you kiss her goodnight, he would have you whisper to yourself, "I am kissing a mortal." This sounds morbid, but it is a practice of profound love and realism. It is a constant reminder that your time together is precious because it is not guaranteed. Think of it this way. Are you more grateful for a gift you know you can keep forever, or one you know is temporary? The temporary gift is cherished. Every moment becomes more vibrant, more meaningful. This practice, known as memento mori, remembering death, extends to the end of all things, including relationships. It strips away the entitlement that fuels so much of our suffering. She was never yours to begin with. She is a fellow traveler walking with you for a time. Be grateful for that time, however long it may be. The third truth is the Stoic concept of Amor Fati, a love of fate. This is perhaps the most challenging and the most liberating of all. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor, wrote in his Meditations, "A blazing fire makes flame and brightness out of everything that is thrown into it." He urged us to not merely endure what happens, but to love it, to see it as necessary, as part of a larger, perfect whole. If the relationship ends, the Stoic doesn't just say, "I will survive this." The Stoic says, "This is what was meant to be. This event, this pain, is now fuel for my fire. It will teach me something. It will make me stronger. It is the next right thing on my path." This isn't passive resignation. It is active, joyful acceptance. It is looking at the perceived chaos and seeing a hidden order. If she leaves, it is because the universe has a different path for you, one that this experience was meant to prepare you for. You must learn to love that path, whatever it holds. The fourth truth is to prepare for misfortune. The Stoics practiced what is called Premeditatio Malorum, the premeditation of evils. This isn't about wallowing in negative thoughts. It's a rational, calm rehearsal. In your mind, You can visit the future where the relationship has ended. What would you do? How would you feel? You would grieve, yes, for that is natural. But then, you would get up. You would go to the gym. You would focus on your work, your purpose. You would lean on your friends. You would continue to live a life of virtue. By rehearsing this, you strip the event of its terror. The fear of the unknown is a powerful demon. When you shine the light of reason upon it, you see it for what it is, a possible future, one that you are fully equipped to handle. You have survived every bad day of your life so far. You will survive this too. This practice robs fear of its power over you in the present. The fifth truth is to understand the difference between natural grief and the stories we tell ourselves. Seneca said, "We are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more in imagination than in reality. If she leaves, there will be a natural pain of loss. That is human. But then come the stories. I am a failure. I will never find love again. I am not good enough." These are the judgments we add to the event, and this is where true suffering is born. The Stoic trains himself to see the event for what it is, separate from the catastrophic narrative. The fact is, the relationship ended. The story is, your life is over. The fact is, something you can deal with. The story is a prison of your own making. Stick to the facts. Endure the natural pain, but refuse to indulge in the self-inflicted torment of your imagination. The sixth truth: your purpose must be greater than your partner. A woman does not want to be the center of a man's universe. She wants to be a cherished companion to a man who has his own universe. Your purpose, your mission in life, whether it's your career, your art, your community, that is your true north. It is the anchor that holds you steady when the seas of your emotional life become stormy. When a man makes a woman his sole source of happiness and meaning, he places an impossible burden on her and a terrible vulnerability upon himself. Your purpose is yours. It cannot leave you. It cannot decide it no longer loves you. Cultivate it. Serve it. When you have a mission that is larger than yourself, the potential loss of a relationship, while still painful, is no longer an existential threat. It is a setback, not a cataclysm. And the seventh, final truth: this acceptance is the highest form of love. To love her so much that you can accept a future without her, if that is what is right for her, is the ultimate act of selflessness. It is to say, I love you, and my love is not a cage. I want your happiness, even if it is not with me. This is not weakness. It is the pinnacle of masculine strength. It is a love free from the ego's desperate need for ownership and control. When you can genuinely reach this state, something incredible happens. The fear evaporates. The relationship, free from the pressure of your anxiety, can actually flourish. She will feel your strength, your centeredness, and paradoxically, a man who is not afraid of losing a woman is the kind of man a woman is terrified to lose. So when the chaos of fear begins to rise within you, remember these truths. Focus on what you control. Be grateful for the present moment. Love your fate. Rehearse adversity. Separate fact from fiction. Anchor yourself in your purpose, and love her with the strength of a man who is whole, with or without her. This is the path of the Stoic. This is how you forge an unbreakable spirit. If these teachings resonate with you, if you are ready to continue forging your own inner citadel, then like this video and subscribe to the Stoic Forge. Join us as we explore this ancient wisdom for modern challenges. Until next time, stay strong and stay centered.